All right, good morning, YouTube. And we are back. And now, today is squats, and I'll be working up to 500. And I want to see how that moves, and hopefully it's light. Uh, yep, I feel good. I feel okay after yesterday's workout. Yesterday was deadlifts. I did up to 585, two sets of that for 2 reps. So body feels okay. Doesn't I don't feel exhausted. I think my sleep was okay, on and off. You wake up a few times during the night, but it is what it is. You keep going. Sometimes even with lack of sleep, you walk into the gym and you do something very surprising, and sometimes you even hit a PR. So all depends how the session goes, and I'm willing to try to give it my all. And yeah, and then we move on to the accessory work, and then we call it a day. And then tomorrow we got shoulders. So I guess I'm gonna head to the gym right now, and I guess I'll see you guys there, warming up with the bar, or maybe a plate first. We'll see. Probably the bar first. And yeah, see you guys there. All right, and we are now starting up with the warm up with one plate, 135 pounds, and we are gonna get all warmed up and loosened up. So we are preparing for the top set of 500 pounds, and obviously right here, no belt, no knee sleeves, everything is raw. Uh, Ideally, usually, the reason for this is to also make sure that I hear anything or feel anything while I'm warming up. If something feels off, then obviously I will stop the workout and move on to doing other things. But so far, right there was fine. And I moved on to 2 plates, 225 pounds. And usually, right now, I'll probably take 5 to 6 minute rest. As it gets heavier, my rest time will probably increase, maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Just as long as I know I feel good when I get up, then I'm ready to squat, then that's it. Then I'm ready to do the next set. So here, as you can see, making sure the bar is even on both sides. It meets in the middle. And here we go, 225. Clearly, this stuff pretty easy. 225 is nothing. 315 would be nothing. All right. Making sure I'm in position. Gonna breathe in and then squat. Not bad. As you can see, the depth is pretty deep. And for me, when I squat, I make sure I squat like a proper squat. Deep depth and make it count. I don't like doing half reps or um, just not a good set. I'd rather do everything properly. I'll feel like I did a proper set and a proper workout. I'd like to make sure my range of motion is really, really good. Now we're moving on to 315. And usually by 4 or 5, I'll have an idea if it's gonna be a hard day or a good day. Usually, if one of the warm up sets starts to feel heavy, could be a lot of reasons. Could be sleep. Could be nervous system has not basically started firing up. Obviously, right here, this is early morning. Well, not that early. I would say maybe it was around 10:30, 11 a.m. Anyways, 3:15, different angle, and boom, nice. Yep. Come on, one more. Yeah. From the looks of it, the speed is just proper. It's just the technique looks flawless. You know, on the way down, on the way up, just looked good. There's nothing bad to say about that. And as I recall, when I was working out there, it did feel good too. Now we're moving on to 405. 405 will be give me some good insight on how the workout will continue. Because if 405 feels heavy, then forget it. This should also feel and look light, moving up fast. And that's how we're gonna see how this day goes. Again, my PR for squat is 550. And yeah, 500 is not light. No matter how strong you get, I feel like 500-pound squat is not something that would eventually start to be really light. I feel like 500-pound squat will always be heavy. And it's a fact. Now, clearly, as you can see, my knee sleeves are on. And I am putting on the belt now. Do not want any sort of, back pain. Want to protect myself, and that's what you have to do. All right, let's see it. Let's see how fast 405 moves. Come on. Okay. Yep. Let's go. Yeah, I'm always looking at my footing, how far apart I put my feet. Because honestly, I don't want it to be a narrow stance. I would rather have a wide stance where I feel the strongest. And yeah, that looked pretty light. Now I'm gonna rest up maybe 8 minutes. I think we're moving on to 455. I'm not gonna jump straight to 500. I think I want to see how 455 moves, and if it moves relatively easy, then we are moving on to 500. I can finally see if 500 is gonna be going up pretty fast or pretty slow, and we only find out once we get to that set. All right, come on. We want to see if 455 can move as fast as we want it to be. So we got the belt on, and we're gonna see. All right, I guess I'm ready now. Come on, stop stalling. Faster you get under the bar, the quicker we can make this happen. Let's go. Lock in. Yeah, like I said, always squats, even though you feel like you've hit a wall and you're not progressing, but if you're maintaining the strength, the squat is a squat, and if you're doing pretty heavy weights, it's still a heavy weight. So, all right. Yeah, that looked pretty light. Now we're going to move on to 500, and we're going to make sure we rest at least 10 minutes before I begin my first top set. And yeah, as I was saying, squatting, as long as you have good depth, it's pretty deep, and you're lifting relatively heavy weights, um, I think you're fine. As long as you can maintain that strength, you're pretty close to your PR, you're good to go. That's the way I see it, you know. And the only way is to know yourself. You have to know your body. You gotta listen to your body. You gotta know when to stop, when to say, hey, I think I've reached my limit. Or you have to be honest with yourself and tell yourself that, it's either you do something different to progress, some kind of different training program, or you accept what is and you just continue and you just maintain the strength you have achieved so far. And yeah, you go in the gym and just have fun and just that's it. To me, I think if you can bench 3 plates, right? If you flat bench 3 plates, you can flat bench 3 plates 20 years later. That's still good. Means you maintained your strength throughout those years. All right, I guess I'm ready. Top set 1, 500 pounds. Belt is going on. Again, from yesterday, the deadlifts, it was pretty heavy. Obviously, no excuses, but I just don't think I had enough time to recover. And I came back this morning, ready to hit 500 pounds. And obviously, I wanted more than 3 reps because 3 reps has always been my PR for 500 pounds. And you will see how many reps I do with this set. And you will see as well, the depth is pretty low. And yeah, when the depth is pretty low, it takes a lot more energy out of you. And hey, you walk away a winner, right? All right, let's see it. Come on. Stop fooling around. Okay, nice. Okay, making sure my footing is on point. Boom. Damn. One more. Yep. All right. Sweet. That was really good. Now for sure I'll probably have to rest 12 to 15 minutes before my next set. It will be my last set. And same weight, 500 pounds. Obviously not going to be fun. Going to have to really close my eyes, rest up. We guys got to come back and squat this crazy ass weights. And right at this moment, I'm putting on the belt. I was exhausted, tired, and was like, damn, how am I going to move this 500 pounds as good as I did the first set? But I told myself this is the only set left, and then we move on to the accessory work. So let's just make this happen. All right. Yeah, squatting is fun, especially if you're squatting heavy. It's always going to be fun and testing yourself, especially as you age. Be able to at least be able to do the same weights or a little bit heavier. We all know we lose strength as we age, so try to keep what you can. All right. Boom. Show me the first rep. Yep. A little slow though. Yeah, pretty slow, but got it done. And probably by that time I'm exhausted. But anyways, I'm gonna clean up here, move on to the accessory work, and then we call it a day. All right. Let's do this. Let's go. Come on. All right. And that is a wrap. Squats leg day has been completed. And yeah, that was exhausting. The squats, I did work up to 500 for the top set. I did 2 sets of that, 2 reps each with deep depth. And yeah, now I'm tired. So, yeah, squats are one of those where I feel like I'm good at it, but I'm not progressing the way I want. Yet, you know, I haven't been able to squat 500 for like 5 or 6 reps. Uh, yeah, well, I mean, my best is 550. Do I want to achieve 600? I do, but now it's just more maintenance, like just making sure I can still do 500 from time to time. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to lose that. So anything more than that would be obviously a plus, a bonus. But other than that, if I don't really excel more in the squat, I'm not gonna really stress over it. But yeah, my priority obviously is deadlift on incline bench and the seated shoulder press, and that's usually those 3 main lifts I do want to progress in. And of course, squat. Like if I do end up being able to squat 600, um, that's probably gonna be where I pretty much will stop. I don't think I need to really squat any more heavier than that. There could be a possibility where it just gets too much. You kind of know your body. And again, I am 36 years old and trying to stay healthy too. So yeah, just kind of assess your own body, see what you're capable of, and know when to stop. But anyways, yeah, so accessory work was done as well, and now gonna go enjoy my day and gonna rest up because tomorrow is the last workout for the week. And as you know, it is the seated shoulder press, and I am on the road to achieve 315 pounds on that lift. That is my goal. And the day I do accomplish it, of course, it's going to be a big win for me. And from there, if I can do it for reps, if I can do more than 315, hey, again, it's a win. And I'm going to take it as a big win because, yeah, it's something that it's very rare you see in the gym, and that is something that I want to accomplish, and it's one of my goals. And I would love to even do it as I get a little bit older. Being able to do that even in my older age would be nice too, especially when you know your strengths. Like for me, I'm well-rounded. I'm well-rounded in all the lifts, but there are some lifts that that you're just better at, right? And better than your other lifts. And I think incline and shoulder press is where I am. Deadlifts are progressing for sure, for sure. I'm getting better at it. And yeah, as you guys know, flat bench I don't touch anymore. Forget flat bench. Every time I do flat bench, something starts to give me some kind of pain. Whether it's your front delts, chest, no, not really. It's mostly my front delt. I usually feel it. Like there's always some kind of pain. And I'm just like, you know what? Forget flat bench. There's no benefit to that. And I don't want to really grow my lower pec. If anything, I want to grow my upper pec. You know. and grow my shoulders and stuff like that. Other than that, it's useless to me. And yeah, all right, guys, we're gonna end that video right here, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, share if you would, and I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. Let me know in the comments, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. And have yourself a great day, and take care.